Hello, what's going on guys? So today I'm bringing you a brand new video. In today's video we're going to be going over the Q&A that I got you guys to ask in and submit questions the other day. I've gone with the gameplay in the background instead of just like a sit down and talk. I don't know why, I just felt like it would be a bit better. And plus I had this gameplay that's running in the back. I had it sat in my Elgato and no commentary to go over, so it kind of works well to put it up with this one as well. But anyway, without further ado, let's just get straight into the questions that you guys have sent in. So the first one comes from PEDRO NAVAS saying, can we play duos please? I've never won. Now, I'm happy to play duos with you. When I get time, I'm working a lot. And when I get back from working, it's kind of like recording and editing and uploading. But when I get time, I love playing with you guys. I love playing with my subs. And people that have helped grow the channel. So I definitely would. I played with some subs the other day that had never won, me and Titan, and we got them their first win as well. So like I said, I would love to play with some like subs and stuff. I think it's a good way to bond with your subscribers too, and have chats with them and stuff like that. Okay, so that's Pedro's question. Next one comes from my man ZACHARY THEOBALD. He said, would live streams be a possibility and playing with subs? Now yes, they would be a possibility. I do live stream very, very often. My Twitch should be linked down below. If you've entered any of my giveaways, you'll one of the options is to follow my Twitch anyway. I don't have a gaming PC, and that's like the next thing that I'm saving up for. So as soon as I get my gaming PC, then I'll definitely be streaming a lot more, because it's just better to do it on a gaming PC, and then I can have like a better setup, and it'll be a lot easier, and I can set up OBS easier, and it's just stuff like that. So I'm going to wait in for all that good stuff, but I really want to start streaming. I love streaming. I love having a live chat, and just stuff like that. I don't know why, it just makes me feel good having a live chat and being able to talk to you guys while I'm actually playing. And you can see how bad I actually am. that's a joke. Possibly playing with subs. Like I said, with Pedro's question, playing with subs will be a possibility when I have time. Just keep spamming me with... I know I get it quite a bit of people asking if they can play in like duos and squads, and asking me to play and sending me invites. Just carry on doing it, and when I do get time, I do invite you, or I do just join one of the invites and just play for a little bit. A few of you will notice that have sent me invites. I do just join and have some fun with you. So that is something that I do. Yeah, Jesus Christ, I'm like 12. So yeah, so that is a possibility. Right, the next question comes from Only APOLLOZ. He says, do you still know where the other former members of Sync are, e.g. Scorpio? Now, a lot of you won't know. So ages and ages, like years ago, I'm talking like 5 years, I used to run a kind of clan. We didn't like play GBs like I do now, but we played like clan wars and stuff like that. We were all pretty young. Like I said, it was about 5 years ago. We had a pretty big... I mean, we did play GBs at one point, but we weren't very good because we were still growing as players. We were still quite young, didn't really have an understanding for the game properly. So yeah, it was called Sync. My old name used to be... I guess if you look at my Twitter, I believe the header's still like Sync Tempo V, and that was like a thing. It was like Sync something and then with a V at the end. Apollo used to be in it. Titan that I play with now used to be in it. Pearson used to be in it for a very small period before we kind of ended it. We had Josh, who was in it, who has been in a few of my videos, mostly the, like the, what's it called, Survival Island series. Season 2 coming soon, just plugging it, watch out. Fuck's sake. Yeah, so there was a few members. Now, I really enjoyed this time of like kind of my life. I met so many people, and a few of the people have like are still with me now. That's like the crazy thing. I still know a lot of them, like close mates, like really close mates. Some of them but then some of them I don't speak to at all. There is some that I have no idea where in the world they are, and I mean, that kind of sucks, but then there's some more that I know exactly what they're doing pretty much every day. I'm like really close with them. So, former members of Sync, honestly, no, I have no idea. I kind of wish I did know, but unfortunately I do not. But anyway, yeah, that's that question. The next question comes from Jason's Oliver 2005. He said, could you do a trap kill finish gameplay? I wish I could. I wish I could. And if I was a streamer, I probably would try that, but I can't even finish a game standard, let's be honest. But finishing the trap only, I mean, it's something that I'll try, and I'll probably add it as one of like my challenges. Like do a challenge video when I've got a couple more of the other ones out of the way. But yeah, that is something that I will try and do. I will definitely try and incorporate that. Thank you for your question. Next question comes from Macy Ryan. Would you rather never be able to eat pizza again or never be able to play Fortnite again? Now this is a really good question. Like what do you give up, Fortnite or pizza? Because like there's other battle royale games, but there's also other foods that you could have. So it's like, what one do I give up? I would honestly probably give up pizza. Now I rate pizza highly, but it's one of those foods that I eat and I love it when I'm eating it. And I'm really excited before I eat it, but like after I've eaten it, I just kind of feel like quite shitty. And I mean, Fortnite at the moment is absolute life, so I would probably give up pizza. There is nicer food out there, and at the moment, this ties into the next one, but Fortnite is probably my favourite game. And that brings us on to the next question from Noah Turner, and he said, what's your favourite game? And like I said, that kind of ties in. At the moment, it's probably Fortnite. I'm having the most fun playing Fortnite. Yeah, I'm having the most fun playing it. More than COD and stuff at the moment. So, yeah, pretty much. Another question from Noah Turner. He said, if you were ever to hit 1 mil, how would you feel? I would feel absolutely over the moon. I think I'd mostly feel like proud and proud of myself, what I've achieved. I'd just be crazy happy that, yeah, I'd just be happy, proud. I'd be an emotional mother. I'll tell you that. I'd be proper emotional. But it's not if you were, it's when you are, because we're gonna hit it. We're gonna hit it, I promise. One day. Next question comes from CM7 Omo, I think, maybe. He said, what was your game that made you fall in love with gaming? Mine was Modern Warfare 2. Now this again is a very good question. The game that made me fall in love with gaming was probably a game. Well, it was a COD game, but it was before like multiplayer was a thing. It was Call of Duty 2. It was like a World War II Call of Duty, but like the campaign on that. It was an awesome game, and I was really young when I played it, but it was a great game. It was a great game. And I think from that day, all of the CODs have just kind of, it sounds really weird, but like properly changed. I don't want to say changed my life, because that is such a gay saying. But like, if I didn't play COD, then I wouldn't be that much into gaming. I feel like I'd probably be more into something else. I have no idea what it is that I would be into, but COD's the reason why like I'm into gaming. I used to play COD. I used to grind COD so hard, and I still do, if I'm going to be honest. But like, I don't know. I probably wouldn't have got into any other games as hard as I do with COD. I might be just a FIFA bum right now. I don't like FIFA, but without COD, maybe. It's really weird to think like I have no idea what I would have done if it wasn't COD. I have no idea. But anyway, yeah. So that's probably the game that made me fall in love with gaming, was probably COD 2. Yeah. Next question comes from Aaron Getty 03. Tack or pump / bolt or semi? Now the tack and pump, that's a hard one. If it's like a grey pump, then I'll probably go up to like a green tack. Or like, if it's a grey pump, then I'll probably, let's just say green, that's the first one, Jesus Christ. I'll probably take a green tack over a grey pump. Like grey pumps, for me, like at the bottom. But if you give me a green pump, then I would take a green pump over a green tack, but then I'd take a blue tack over a green. It's hard. But if it was like green and green, then I'd take the pump. But if it was like grey and green, then I'd take the grey tack. Gee, I can't speak. The green tack. This is quite hard to explain. I guess you've realised. So I'll take the pump unless there's a colour better of the tack. If there's the colour the same, then I'll take the then I'll take the... Oh, Jesus, pump. There we go. So yeah, hopefully hopefully you understood that. I made that a bit complicated. I apologise. Next is bolt or semi-auto. So I'd definitely take the bolt. It does more damage. I feel like it annoys me because I get a lot of hit markers using the semi-auto when I could have got that kill with the bolt, but it obviously is faster shooting. I think I still prefer the bolt, although annoyingly you have to aim out when you reload. It doesn't like auto do it for you. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, so I'll probably take the bolt over the semi-auto, regardless of color range. Samuel LALA? Samuel LALA. How many victory royales do you have? I haven't counted before this game, but it was probably about 120-ish. I did go through like a long stage of not playing Fortnite for ages, or when I was just kind of chilling. And I think if I didn't play like challenges 24/7, I'd have a lot more. But because I play challenges all the time, and that's the only thing I really come on Fortnite at the moment to do, is just to record and do challenges. I feel like if I wasn't doing that, then I'd have a lot more. But it's actually around 120. It might be a couple more, might be a couple less. Can't really remember. Yeah. So the next one comes from the Beatable Gamer. When will you be doing a gaming setup video? Probably when I get a good setup, if I'm going to be honest. My setup's okay at the moment. I feel like I probably need a bit better one to do one like that, though. So maybe soon. If I ever like move house again and I have a better setup, then I'll definitely do one. But right now, I'll kind of wait until I get a bit of a better setup before I do a gaming video. So that could be a while. Next question comes from Cody D003. Doof3. Yeah, that could work actually. The first game you ever played. The first game I ever played was this game I had. Well, I didn't play it. It was like my brother-in-law. He played it, and I wasn't allowed. I must have been like 7 or something, and it was this game where he had like loads of cars, and they'd drive around, just blowing each other up with guns onto. It was really cool. It was like a team deathmatch, but you had cars and you were shooting each other. Pretty much. But I think you only had like you were limited to life or something like that. I can't really remember the full gist of it, but that was pretty much it. There was a limit. I can't remember. Like I said, I was so long ago. But that was the first game I ever played. I really enjoyed it as well, but I wasn't allowed it because it was too violent and I was so young. And they got in trouble because they always used to like let me play their South Park games and stuff like that. And my parents didn't like it too much because shit was too violent and too sweary for a 7-year-old, I'll tell you that. The next question from Cody, he says, who's your favourite Fortnite player? Now, I don't really watch Fortnite video. It sounds weird because that's all I pretty much upload, but I don't actually really watch Fortnite games, really. If I had to pick anyone, it would probably be Big Timer. Optic Big Timer, purely for the fact when he used to have his H1Z1 series, I used to watch that all the time. Then when he came over to Fortnite, I kind of carried on watching him because obviously Battle Royale related. He just entertained. He's probably one of the most entertaining that I know that play it. So I'll probably say Big Timer, but like I said, I don't really watch it too much. Now, next one, from Cody as well. Who do you want to be in? Who do you want to be as good as in Fortnite? Now, I definitely have to say Ninja. I prefer Ninja a lot more. I think he's a goat. I think everyone thinks he's a goat. To be honest, I wish I was like him. If I had a keyboard, maybe, but I'm on the stick, so it's a little bit harder. I doubt I'd ever be as good as him. He's a very talented gamer. I must admit, very envious and very rich now. If you didn't see the stats that came out the other day about him. But we'll move on from that. Last one from Cody. He says, favourite place to land. Now, my favourite place to land is probably... it's really hard to say. Ice cream is, like... Ice cream gets you pretty high placed wins, but it's not that action-packed. So I like that because the high placed wins. Or Tilted... I think probably Tilted, just because it's so like action packed at the start. I love, especially on solo versus squad, when you go to Tilted and there's just so many people around you. And you got a whole team gunning for you. It's annoying at times, but when you like pull something cool off, and you do like really well and shit on the whole team, it makes you feel like really good. So probably Tilted, just because the amount of action packed it is, if I'm gonna be honest. Now next question comes from Paul Chaos. He says, will you play with me on COD? I'm lonely. Sure, bro. Sure. Next question from Paul Chaos again, saying, why do you think people are so obsessed with Fortnite and other Battle Royale games? I don't get it. So the reason for me, I think that they are so obsessed with them, in your words, is because it's like, I think the most, it's hard to explain. I think it's just, in my opinion, I was talking about this to my mate the other day, is I think a lot of people's favourite game modes on like COD and stuff like that are search and destroy. And to me, it's just like one massive search and destroy. You die and you're out kind of thing. And it gives you that incentive to just not die, and it gives you that kind of be better, and it's just really addictive. It's hard to explain. It's just I love it. I love playing Fortnite and Battle. Wow, this is really kind of the only Battle Royale game. If you ever played kind of DayZ, then it's kind of a bit like that. It wasn't like a Battle Royale game because it was like never ending, but it's kind of like the same concept, and I think that's why people, because on that you spawn and you run around for hours and hours and hours, and then you like literally DayZ, you could run down the coast for like 2 hours before you found a gun or anything like that, and then you just get shot, killed, and you'd lose absolutely everything. You wouldn't earn anything from it. You don't get credits or anything like that. You just have to go straight back into another server and start from fresh again. Like, it's so rinse and repeat, but for some reason it's so exhilarating and everyone really enjoys it. And then I don't know, I think that's why. It's just because it's so kind of exhilarating and on edge, and then when you get the victory royale, you're just so like pumped about it that I don't know, it's a good feeling to have. That's probably why. That's kind of why, in my opinion, anyway. If you agree, then let me know in the comments below. And the last question for this video comes from Paul Chaos again. He said, "How do I become famous like you, bro?" I wish I was famous. I truly wish I was. Unfortunately, not yet. One day, hopefully, maybe. I think the day that I class as fame is when I'm like at work or something, and someone comes over and like asked to take a picture. I think that is like the point where I'd probably leave work that day and be like, right, I'm famous now. I think that is probably the day I'd just quit my job, full-time YouTube. That'll be the day. So when I'll be like, yeah, I'm famous now. I'm gonna leave. But yeah, that's the end of the questions. I'm sorry if there was a few that I didn't answer. I tried to answer all of them. It was hard to kind of get round to all of them, really. That was the first time I've actually looked at the questions. So I tried to, yeah, I mean, they were pretty much like the most honest review, because that was like the first time that I had actually read the comments. So yeah, like I said, it's probably the most honest that you would have got. So I didn't have a chance to kind of go over them in my head. But yeah, so that's pretty much going to round things up for this episode. I'll probably do some more Q&As in the future. Now I've got my ring light and stuff, I'll be doing some more kind of actually like in real life. And like I said, but like I did before, I'll just put a little video up or put a tweet up just saying, ask me questions, and it'll be featured. And at that point, hopefully I've got some better editing software. I can, if it's in the game and not an IRL, then I can have my face cam and stuff like that. And yeah, pretty much. And then I can like edit the questions over and stuff like that. It'll be a little bit better than like how we're doing it at the moment. But onwards and upwards for the channel, onwards and upwards, and hopefully we can get something flowing, get the channel up and running a little bit better than what we're doing right now. So we're gonna close this game up now. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed, remember to slap a like down below. Thank you for all the submission of questions. That's gonna round things up. We'll see you next time.